normal funeral plan, and then we have the weird funeral plan. Go ahead, tell them what you want. They're in for a real shock because I'm gonna have to wear my glasses to read these questions. Okay, so today's video is a little different. I put a Q&A over on the YouTube community page, and we're just gonna give you a little summer recap. Everyone's been wondering, where's Jason? What's been going on? And so I figured you guys needed to see his face and we would answer some of your questions. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
Okay. I never show myself in the glasses, like ever. Old lady. Okay. So for some of you that maybe don't follow along on Jason's part, we do put videos on about like his Lewy body dementia, and for those of you that don't follow along on my part, I do lots of home decor. So this is a mix of questions. This is gonna cover all kinds of things.
But not to be confused with Lewy Body Home Decor.
We could just totally change the channel name to Lewy Body Home Decor. Yeah. I mean, it's unique, right? Okay. First one's for you.
Okay. Is
Jason taking any type of medication to slow the progression of the dementia? Yes. So, you want to tell them what you take? We've addressed this in some past videos, but we'll go ahead and tell you again.
I take 3 pills. One is blue, one is white, and one is chalky and tastes really bad if you let it sit on your tongue. Yes.
So, he takes Aricept, Namenda, Happy pill. You now take a inflammation pill for your back.
Oh, I do?
And
yeah, I knew that. That's what I said.
And we're supposed to be taking a sleeping medication, but that's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Anyway, so those are the 3. So yes, I feel like they make a difference. I'm scared to not take them.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that I don't want to ruin what we got going right now.
So I don't know much about them other than if I miss them, you notice, and it doesn't stop anything, but I guess it's just bridging gaps of things that are disappearing.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. This is actually one of my #1 questions. And so if you guys follow along on Instagram, I'm going to do this for you over there because I just think it might be weird to put it on a home decor channel. Do you know what this question is?
No.
What do people always ask me about?
Oh, is your hair fake?
No, they're not asking me if my hair's fake, because no, my hair's not fake. They want a hair tutorial.
Oh.
Yeah, so everyone always wants to know how I do my hair. And some people even ask me about my makeup, and ooh man, makeup gurus would die if they saw how I did my makeup. So over on Instagram, here in the next couple weeks, follow along over there, and I'm gonna do a hair tutorial on what I do. That's not exciting though, guys. Okay, back to Jason. This one says, this is from Armchair Investigator. I'm curious about the earliest changes before diagnosis, when Jason was still working. He really wants you to deep dive. I think you guys have said that you kept asking your daughter the same question. Was that really the earliest? And how is he diagnosed clinically? And how long did it take? Okay. So there was a line of confusion on the diagnosis because they were hung up on PTSD. Mm-hmm. We've addressed that. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I feel like it was a long progression of, I guess when you really boil it down to, ruling things out. Like, is it, so I guess earliest noticeable things was my last deployment was 2008. It was a very aggressive year overseas on military activities, and we'll just leave that at that. But I came back and Leslie and the girls pretty quickly noticed a lot of differences in my personality.
Which now I can probably attribute to the fact that any kind of stress just totally makes you really start to be a different person. Mm-hmm. And it was doing the same thing back then. Mm-hmm. So, speaking of that, we'll go back to this in just a second. I want to lighten the load for a second because I don't want this to all be like, yeah.
Debbie Downer.
Yes. Okay, so we just went on vacation and we had a really awesome time. We went to Antigua. I just want to brag because it was like he didn't even have dementia while we were there. It was really weird. And I think it was because there was no stress. We literally were laying around doing nothing.
I also knew I was on probation. I had to be on my best behavior.
Yeah, pretty much. We have a long list of goals that we want to accomplish before we're not able to accomplish them. And sometimes he's really unpleasant to travel with because it's stressful. So I was like, let's just see how this goes, and this can kind of be a precursor to more trips still in the near future. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It was a great trip. Like, he was super relaxed, didn't have meltdowns. It was great. What do you think?
I agree.
Well, that was lots of wording there, but really fun trip. Really fun trip. But back to this really quick on how long did it take to get diagnosed?
Several years.
Several years. And there's no one definitive thing. Like he said, it's a process of elimination.
Right. It was, is it this? Well, then let's test for this. And that process can take months. And so, because it was a process of trial, error, and elimination of this, I guess I'm not doing a very good job of lining out. So first is it PTSD, so you go and get treatment for that, and then when that treatment period is over, and that's not something that happens overnight, did it resolve this? No. Okay, move to from psychology to psychiatry. I don't know which one's which. I'm not that guy. And then this one is, okay, behavioral treatment didn't help it, so let's try medicating it, and that would be party mix of drugs from a psychiatrist. Does this fix it? Nope. Okay, off those onto these. And that process is, this is 60 days of trials. That didn't do anything. Off those onto these. Did that do anything? Nope. Off those onto these.
It took a long time.
It took a long time. So ultimately, when that process is, all of those things don't fix what the problem is.
And in the same time that you are doing all that, you were progressing and getting worse.
Right.
And then it became over their head. And so
Right.
they sent you to...
And then they move you on to a neurologist, I think.
Yeah, that specializes in
Right.
memory and Alzheimer's and dementia and all that. And so we went to her, and she started a whole new battery of tests, PET scans and lumbar punctures and all kinds of neuropsych evaluations and all that. And that is how we got to this diagnosis.
Speaking of lumbar punctures, if anyone's looking for a elective surgery to knock out before the fall, I would highly recommend that. That is so awesome.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about this cute little thing.
What are you doing? This
is our grandpuppy. This is Evie. So if you see her around in videos and over on Instagram, she's hanging out with Grandma and Grandpa right now. We have sad news. We lost Lily. I can't even talk about it. Anyway, let's not talk about that because I'll get sad. That was our puppy. You guys seen her.
She was almost 16.
Yeah.
She was old.
Yeah.
And lived a great full life, but it was time.
It was so sad.
Yeah.
So Evie has really been helping bridge the gap and keeping Mr. company. So that's been really nice. And she, oh my gosh, she's a grandpa's girl, isn't she? He wants her to be a grandpa's boy. He's working on it.
Grandpa's girl. She's not a boy.
Oh, sorry. I said boy, didn't I? Because Mr.
Anyway, moving on to the next
Okay, moving on.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out. Nobody else has said it. It's an internal family secret. But if you're watched this far and Kelsey is naming her son something.
She'd kill him. But yeah, so we're having another little grandson. Most of you know we have a grandson and granddaughter from our youngest daughter, Michaela. And Kelsey, our oldest daughter, is now pregnant with a little boy. And we're so excited. And he's due here in October.
So I'm going to insert I'm probably going to enlist the help of my son-in-law, Anthony, to secretly record Kelsey while she watches this part so she can cut it into one of her videos and watch the expression on her face turn from probably passively listening to this to alarm to almost immediate anger at her dad for...
Yeah, right. Mom would edit that out before it ever happened. Okay, where is your favorite place to shop for house decor, and what is Jason's favorite dish to cook? What's your favorite dish to cook?
Let's see. my favorite dish to cook is probably steak.
Please say yes. Cooks the best steak in the whole wide world.
Steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and my favorite place to shop for home decor.
The Goodwill.
No.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm all over the place. It depends on like what I'm in the mood for and what I'm shopping for. You guys know if you know, like I go to Kirkland's a lot. I like to go to Hobby Lobby. I like to go to Michael's. I like to go to Home Goods, the home store. Oh, I don't have a favorite. I can't pick a favorite. I like them all.
Mm-hmm.
Online. I love shopping online, on Amazon, all the things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sometimes she'll just wander around and find something random, and that'll become the starter for something else, and she'll pick up accessories at 2 or 3 other places and put it together into something pretty cool.
Look at him noticing my decor technique. Whoa, getting snazzy there.
Brother's got to do something while I'm wandering aimlessly behind with the cart.
Okay, all right, next up. Oh, this was fun. Okay, maybe we'll do this. Well, first of all, Ann Haas, thank you so much for saying you look gorgeous, by the way. Have you ever, yeah, I talked about Jason,
sorry.
yeah. Have you ever thought about taking us with you on an RV vacation? So we're actually getting ready to go on our RV again on a fun adventure.
Mm-hmm. We are.
You want to tell them?
We are going to go to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and Grand Teton and Yellowstone, and kind of tour to fly fishing.
Yeah, we like to fly fish. So maybe I'll make a vlog and like show our little trip or something.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun.
So some of you may be thinking, well, don't you have to have a fishing license? And yes, you would. However, the workaround I have is I never actually catch any fish. Mm-hmm. So technically, I'm just throwing stuff in the water.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. He doesn't ever catch fish. You did catch one fish.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's all good. From Deborah Lansbury. She says, thank you for taking the time to do these vlogs. I was just wondering what you guys like to do together to relax after taking time to entertain us. I know Jason enjoys cooking. So what do we like to do together to relax? We watch Alone.
Yeah, watch movies together. Occasionally we'll play games, although I have been less enthused with playing games because I can't remember. I lose a lot now, and I don't like that.
I love it. I want to play games all the time. I never could beat him back in the day. Although when we were playing in a camper not too long ago, and he came back and beat me, I was like, no.
Yeah, I had a good hand of cards one time, so. But
we basically in the evening is our favorite time to just sit down. We're huge movie buffs. We like to watch movies and TV shows. Our favorite show right now is Alone on the History Channel.
Yep.
Love that show.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys ever watched it. It was cool. But what else do we like to do to relax? I try and get you to go on walks, and you.
I'm anti-walk if it's above 90 degrees because I sweat.
And it's been 90 degrees all the time lately.
My medication makes me sweat like just ridiculous.
Can we all just pause for a moment? What is this cuteness? Is she asleep?
No.
Or she got her eyes open? Look at a little pause. He's so cute. Okay. I'm just dying. All right. Do we believe in divine healing?
Well, yes.
I mean, miracles happen.
Miracles happen.
But we're also realistic that...
Am I deserving of a miracle? I don't know that I'm that guy.
We're just thankful for whatever God blesses us with.
Yeah.
Do we have a plan for the future now so that Jason can have an input? She loves how much we show love for each other. Yeah, we have a plan for the future.
Oh, yeah. An input? Oh, wait.
Yeah, we have, as morbid as it sounds, we've talked about every single thing, down to funeral arrangements and caregiving and...
She thinks I'm kidding about my funeral.
Oh my goodness. So we have a real funeral plan, and then we have the weird funeral plan. Go ahead, tell what you want.
My buddy down the road has got a fishing pond on the back of his farm. I want a funeral pyre that floats out. If you think of, you should insert the Game of Thrones.
You know, the one I always think of is from First Night, from the Robin Hood movie.
Okay.
The Lancelot one, where the King Arthur dies and they shoot the thing.
Okay, do that one. Put that in there. Yeah, a funeral pyre that, and then, just a celebration of life.
So, Question on the funeral pyre when there's just a small little pond. What, do we just leave you out there in the
Let it
middle
go.
of this pond and you just burn?
Sinks down and
And then you're in Kirby's pond that I fish in. Yeah, that's awkward. That's not happening, guys.
then I sleep with the fishies.
You're so crazy. Okay. We just bought our first condo. This is Marie C. And she says, do you have any advice for decorating a new place on a very small budget? Yes, I do. How do you feel about DIYs? I think your best bet when you don't want to spend a lot of money is go around and see what kind of deals you can get. Oh, excuse me. If you're not big on thrift shopping, I highly recommend like Facebook Marketplace. I just found some like awesome deals where I got like really, I'm looking at them. They're on the other side of this camera because I'm getting ready to make them over. I found nightstands I was looking for $20. They're super nice. I think that's your best bet to not spend a lot of money is to buy secondhand. Because sometimes if you go and you buy like at a name brand store because you want to buy something new, you're just going to end up buying something cheaper. I think you can get better quality if you buy used that way. So that would be my suggestion.
Yeah. And then shop sales and coupons with the, Michael's. I think if you're just standing in line checking out, you can always Google them. They've got 40% off of something.
Yeah, they do. Hobby Lobby, they stopped doing those. They're rude. Okay, please share some of the YouTube channels you watch for decorating ideas or just interested in specific topics. You got a great YouTube channel. Thank you. And this is from Vintage Era. So, funny side note, I don't watch a lot of home decor channels because I don't want to mimic their stuff. I don't want to do what they're doing. I try and just like have my own ideas. The only person that there's two different decorators that I do watch. They're actual interior designers and I love them, is Rebecca Robinson and Jennifer Decorates. Those are my two absolute favorite. Love to get tips and tricks from them. What about you? What are your favorite YouTube channels?
Mine have absolutely nothing to do with decorating, with the exception of this one channel. It's called A Charming Abode. A Charming Abode.
Yeah, it's called Adobo.
And then probably my second favorite is It's Kelsey's Life. I don't personally suffer from infertility, but my daughter does, so I like keeping up with what's going on in that community with this channel called It's Kelsey's Life. I love Disney, so a third channel they haven't posted in a very long time.
Okay, she's gonna kill you.
It's Kelsey's Life?
No, you already said It's Kelsey's Life. That was Kelsey doing Disney.
Kelsey doing Disney?
Kelsey's first YouTube channel is Kelsey doing Disney, but...
And then aside from that, I like sailing stuff.
Onboard Lifestyle.
Onboard Lifestyle. They are a cool family. Teal has built a catamaran, his wife and his daughter. They live on it. They're from the Pacific Northwest. You just follow their adventures. I've been a subscriber of theirs for years. And then...
the guy that makes the carriages.
Yeah. Joliet, Montana. Ingles Coat Shop. I like watching his stuff. He literally is restores and rebuilds vintage horse-drawn wagons, and I just love watching his stuff. He does a video every Friday. And then cooking channels. I watch a lot of cooking videos to get ideas and information.
The French guy.
Yeah, the French Cooking Academy. Joshua Weissman.
Is that the guy that does the beef all the time? Who just ate the tripe?
That's Guga Foods.
Oh, that's a good one.
Sous vide everything or Guga Foods. It's same guy. He's got two channels. Ethan Cherabowski, Food Wishes with Chef John. Those are probably my favorite cooking channels because they, or Bruno Albuz.
That's the
for
guy
desserts.
I was talking about, yeah.
Bruno Albuz. Okay,
yeah, the hee-hee-ho-ho, his voice, yeah.
Cool recipes, out of the box stuff, but still do it at home. So.
What do you do to prevent caregiver burnout? And then this lady took care of someone who had it, and she just wanted to know, what do I do to prevent caregiver burnout?
Well, this is probably a two-framed question. What do you do? And what do I do?
Oh, what are you taking care of?
Well, I just try and go away.
I've said this many times before. I decorate. I do home things. I do projects. that makes me feel like I'm doing my own thing. It's fun. It's something I enjoy for myself. So making videos. I have a lot of videos sometimes where Jason's not in them at all. They're just decorating videos and people are like, where's Jason? But honestly, if I just had to sit around and talk about like dementia and all that all the time, that'd be depressing. So I like doing the home decor stuff. It really helps. Yeah. Are you still using the stuffed waffle machine? And they also asked my favorite place to buy decor. What do I do to relax? And am I still working as a nurse? Okay, so.
She hasn't used the stuff a waffle machine since like Tuesday.
I was gonna say, Kelsey was just here and we had blueberry cream cheese stuffed waffles. You had chicken and waffles.
I had chicken and waffles.
I'm still obsessed. I still love this thing. Yes, I'm linking it below because you all need it in your life. And then, no, I'm not working as a nurse in a hospital setting right now.
She works as a nurse at home.
I do. I work as a nurse here. Sometimes I'm a terrible nurse when it's like noon and I'm like, you forgot to take your medication.
What time is it?
I know. I was just thinking. I mean, he hasn't taken his meds. It's 11:17. That's not too bad. Okay. Anyway. So no. And then what do I do to relax? I like to decorate. I don't know. I do still read sometimes, but play with the puppies. They're great. So that's what I do. Everyone just wants to know, how do I get through it? And do I have a therapist, support group? You guys are amazing. Okay. We've talked about this in the past. I get through it through faith, just through prayer and just trusting in Jesus. And
you do have a support group. The Facebook group, I think you get a lot from.
Yeah, I actually am part of 2 Facebook support groups, and they're both for early onset. Because it's easier to relate to other people whose husbands are younger than someone who's like way in their 70s and 80s who have normal age type dementia. Because that's.
I think you get a lot from, even without reciprocative interaction.
Yeah, like a lot of times I'm not posting or anything, but I'm just reading
that, like, oh, someone else has gone through this, going through this, done this, and this is normal, and
yeah, and then I'm like, oh my goodness, this is my life. And then it's really fun because sometimes you can just get on there. It's just a really judgment-free zone. You can get on there and you can be like, my husband did this today, and there's no judgment because we're all going through the same thing. So it's really nice. So that's what we do. Are we disturbing you? You always seem so upbeat and bubbly. Do you have days that you're just not feeling it because it never shows? What's your secret? Ooh, yeah, I have days.
Everybody's got a day that they're not feeling it.
Yeah.
And I'll pick on whatever day of the week. This week it rained all day long.
Oh my god. I was cranky, bored, restless.
It was just raining, dreary outside.
I am a person who constantly is doing something, and that day just felt so unmotivated. I was like, oh my goodness. So no, I'm not always feeling it, and I'm not always bubbly, but I'm pretty smiley bubbly most of the time. Yeah.
90%, 95.
You're giving me 95. Okay. Yeah.
The 95 is her normal disposition. The 90 are the days that I'm having a good day and just being extra special to deal with.
Okay. Oh, this is so sweet. Do you have a... Okay, it says this is from Pat Griffin. You and Jason have given so much of your personal lives already. You're both very personable and special. Do you have a specific prayer request you would like for any of us to pray for? I would be happy to do so. What do we want? We pray for all kinds of things. What would you like for others to pray about?
Kelsey's pregnancy to be finished out flawless.
Isn't that so funny? I just got choked up because that's the first thing that comes to my mind too. Not me, not you. Just want Kelsey's pregnancy and little guy and everything to just go perfectly. So big prayers for that. Okay. Cut that part out of me crying. This question was great. They wanted to know, do you and I ever disagree? He stole the dog, by the way. Do you and I ever disagree on decor or DIY projects?
Absolutely.
You think we do?
Yes.
Usually because I want to do something crazy and you don't. You're like, I don't want to do that.
Well, usually because I'm right and you're wrong. I will say most of your ideas come out pretty kick butt.
99% of the time.
But I like to remember the 1%.
I don't even know about the TV tray.
TV tray.
We're never
We'll put a link in the description below because that was awful.
We can't stop talking about the TV tray. Okay, puppy. Okay. But for the most part, my ideas, we have the same one. I had a question, this one made me laugh, but people, like on some of my home decor videos, literally just say, where's Jason? How do you feel about, you don't want to be in every home decor?
I'll start making more cameos. Gotta give my people what they want.
Oh, give his people. Yeah, usually, honestly, I've been, when you go over to the neighbors, I'm filming when he's not in the house because...
But just remember, autographs are $5, and I don't want to pay you the $5, and I want to just make it look natural because I'm going to pay you to ask me for my autograph.
Oh, okay. You trying to get her riled up? You just trying to get kisses out of her. All right, I think that's about all the questions. I hope there's a few that were the same over and over, but...
Thanks everybody for asking them though.
Yeah, we really appreciate your questions and you guys following along and watching and liking. And she wants your grandma. A lot of people don't realize that one of the #1 ways to support a channel is to watch a video all the way through and share your video. Share it on, Facebook or other means of communication, because that really helps get things out there. So thank you guys so much for your support, and we'll see you in the next one.